You're watching news headlines on mining.com. I'm Devin Murrigan. Gold surged past $3,400 an ounce on Monday as investors sought safety ahead of a looming August the 1st trade deadline. August futures traded even higher, up 1.6% at $3,411.10. Now, markets are jittery over stalled US-EU talks and growing odds of a Federal Reserve rate cut, now seen as a 63% likelihood in September. Analysts say uncertainty is fueling demand for gold, especially with more dovish signals coming from the Fed. Iron ore prices hit a 5-month high after China broke ground on what will be the world's largest hydro dam in Tibet. The Dalian contract rose over 2% to 809 yen a ton, while Singapore prices hit $103.60, levels not seen since February. The dam is expected to use up to 4 times more steel than the massive Three Gorges Dam. Steel mill activity is also picking up, lifting demand for inputs like coking coal and coke. Analysts say the mega project is set to supercharge China's domestic steel market. U.S. aluminum giant Alcoa has halted all growth projects in Quebec in Canada as President Donald Trump's tariffs bite into profits. CEO Bill Oplinger says the company may seek financial support from the Canadian government if the levies stay. Alcoa runs 3 smelters in Quebec, mainly supplying U.S. customers, but rising costs are forcing it to reroute cargo. The firm paid $115 million in tariff-related charges last quarter alone. Oplinger warns the longer this goes on, the more damage it will do to Quebec's competitiveness. South Africa's Sibanye-Stillwater is expanding its U.S. footprint with the $82 million acquisition of Metallix Refining, a precious metals recycler that's based in North Carolina. Metallix recovers gold, silver, and PGMs from industrial waste, with global operations spanning the UK and South Korea. Last year, the firm produced over 21,000 ounces of gold, nearly 1 million ounces of silver. Shares in Sibanye jumped more than 5% in New York after the news, lifting its market cap to $6.8 billion. CEO Neil Froneman says the deal strengthens Sibanye's recycling capacity and supports its urban mining strategy. The acquisition is expected to close by the end of September. China ramped up rare earth magnet shipments in June after global shortages and trade tensions triggered emergency talks with the US and EU. Exports surged to 3,188 tons, more than double May's volumes, with US-bound shipments jumping from 46 to 353 tons. While shipments have picked up since curbs began in April, they remain well below last year's monthly averages. The magnet supply crunch has hit automakers and tech firms, prompting the U.S. Pentagon to invest in domestic supply. Western governments say China's controls still pose systemic risks and will press the issue at the upcoming trade summits. Now, a Malian judge has rejected Barrick's appeal to release 4 employees arrested in November, calling the motion unfounded. The workers remain in pre-trial detention in Bamako on charges including alleged money laundering and regulatory violations. Barrick says the arrests are baseless and part of a broader dispute with Mali's government over taxes and mining operations. Mining at the Loulo-Gounkoto gold mining complex has been suspended since January, when authorities seized 3 tons of gold and blocked exports. Earlier this month, Malian helicopters landed unannounced at the site and removed another 35,000 ounces of the precious metal, worth about $117 million at current prices. Barrick has launched international arbitration through the ICSID and offered Mali a $370 million settlement, but the standoff continues. And that's where we leave your news headlines for now on mining.com.